Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Sunrise. During the last part, I completed Haze Man, Mirage Man, and Kunai Man's stages. So now, with all 8 Road Masters defeated, it's off to the Dr. Wily stages. So this is the Fortress stage, and we're reusing the Fortress team from Rock Force for some reason. Oh, interesting, we have a remix of the Dr. Wily Stage 1 team from Mega Man 2. That's nice. And so we start on the rain. Now, I may actually cut this part into 2 parts, because if my assumptions are correct, this is going to be the final set of stages. So, if it goes over 40 minutes, I will cut into 2 parts. Let me see how the Kunai Blade works. Wow, you can fire a lot of kunai blades. Okay, so this is the typical front-firing weapon in the game. It doesn't seem that strong in comparison to the Mega Buster, personally, because we can kill most of these enemies with the same number of shots. Let's see if my assumptions are right. Let me see, where is it? Yep, 4 shots, so it's not really as strong. As I was saying, this may be split into 2 parts because considering what happened during the last episode, where it took almost 40 minutes to complete it on raw footage time, mainly because I kept failing on Haze Man stage, I may just cut this into 2 parts if it gets too long, especially if we have the boss refights and other things. Wow, the Haze Bomb is really effective against the big eyes. Then again, it is an explosive weapon, so it probably should be. I'll definitely be using this a lot more often. I should be using it a lot more often, of course. After all, this is the final stage, so we better be using all of our special weapons. Oops. And I better get as many extra lives as... Oh, wow, that was fast. So we have gimmicks from all stages, of course. Now we have from a Valve Man stage. I just wonder how difficult this is going to be. Then again, we already have a good arsenal of weapons. We have a melee weapon, a stronger front-firing weapon that can pierce, dive missile, a weaker version, a weapon that can fall walls and stun enemies, the Kunai Blade, a faster firing front-firing weapon, although I can use the Mega Buster, the very awesome Sound Dash where you can go through tight spaces and ignore enemies, the Mirage Bomb, explosive weapon, and the very strong Haze Shield, as well as the Transwrecker, which can hit all enemies at once on screen and does 2 points of damage if it hits. Ow. Of course, I need to get up and hit it. I was at a bad spot. Alright, let's go back to the segment where I died. This is where the Haze Shield would have been good. I really should be using my other special weapons more often too. I just wish I had a quick weapon switch so I didn't need to keep going back and forth. Okay, I got the checkpoint. And the Transwrecker makes mincemeat out of these. Good. Oh, that was my fault. I should have jumped to the left. Not much to worry. I have enough extra lives to get through this. Let me use the Haze Shield. I think this is the best option. Considering it'll never run out and I can destroy all enemies easily using this. Whoa. That was a quick fall. I wish there was more time in order to get used to that portion. Good thing I have the Sound Dash. Well, you're kind of expected to have the Sound Dash at this point, so it's understandable. Unlike before in the previous stage where... What stage? Oh, wow. Unlike in the previous stage, one of the previous stages, which was Mirage Man and Kunai Man, especially Mirage Man. Oh yeah, and Haze Man, you weren't expected to have the Sound Dash, but now you're expected to. So I'm fine. Of course, I forgot to let go. Those Shotman Mach 3s are a lot more dangerous because the lesser amount of space you have on the Game Boy screen. Geez, I wonder what would happen if we got stuck on the left side there. Definitely a step up in terms of difficulty, but at least it's balanced for the most part, barring certain segments, like that sudden fall. I need the haste shield, considering how much energy it uses. Oh, never mind. I should be keeping all my weapon energies balanced, just in case for the boss fights coming up. Oh. What's down here? Oh. Of course, this is a spike trap. What wouldn't it be? Alright, we're at the first Wily stage boss. And we're underwater, so I suppose... Okay, it's a water type boss. An urchin. Let's give it some chance to attack. Okay, it's gonna come on this way. This weakness is the center. Ow. It releases those urchins. At least it signals where it's going to attack. Maybe get a little bit annoying. Oh, okay. Okay, it signals when it's gonna come out using those bubble sprays, and when it comes out in the vertical direction, it'll release those urchins. If my suspicions are correct, and it's electricity, yep. Even then, it only deals 1 point of damage, so you gotta still be careful. Oh. Okay, you can only do it when it actually opens its shell, so its weakness isn't actually that powerful, or that debilitating. And I still need to be careful because I can easily get killed. As you notice right over here. That's it, I'm going to use an E-Tank. I have enough to spare anyway. Yeah, even with the weakness, this boss is actually a lot tougher than you'd expect, because it only deals 1 point of damage per hit. And of course, you only get 1 shot per hit, and it'll still deflect it. So it's best to use it at close range. And avoid the swordfish. Isn't too bad though, as long as you can see where it's coming from. I'll probably need to rely on the Mega Buster for last few hits. As noticed here, because I have a hard time aiming. Just need to do it in close range, and I should be able to get it. Of course, I still miss it somehow. The hitbox is a little bit finicky. As you can see there, I have a bad time aiming with this. There we go. I only have 1 more shot left, I think. Nope. Let me see what other weapons are there. I'm probably going to have to rely on the Mega Buster next. Sure, if I need to burn another E-Tank, so be it. It'll take 3 more hits then, I suppose. That was a little bit too close. This boss fight is getting kind of prolonged, but that's more due to my fault. If I had the ability to aim better, I could have just 2-cycled the boss, because then I could do 2 shots per cycle. Ow. I'm going to use another E-Tank just to be safe. I'm probably going to finish out the boss in the next run. But I just don't want to die. Just like that. Because if I didn't have the E-Tank, I would have died there. Definitely kind of a tough boss here, but that was due to my own incompetence. And wow, even though he's weak against the Circuit Breaker as expected, he only takes double damage, aka 1 point of damage, so you gotta make all shots count, otherwise you won't be able to harm him, or be able to kill him with just the weapon energy. Unless you use an M-Tank, but I want to save those for the final area. And now we have Shockman's team. I guess the next boss won't be weak against Spark Shock. Not the Spark Shock, the Circuit Breaker, but still, I need to refill it for the inevitable boss rush. Oh no, not the Haze Man tank. Okay, another vertical segment. Oh. Yeah, I need to use a sound dash there. It's too precise for personally. I'll just use a squirt smelter here. Oh, okay. So we have the Sparkman things again. My aim is getting terrible at this. There we go. I really want that E-Tank to make up for the losses. Of course, I can't fire the dive missile there. Fine, valve missile, you know what I mean. Oh. That has a longer range than I actually anticipated it would have. Okay, we have the up and down platforms too. Oh. I didn't expect spikes to be right over there. Kind of a jerk move, personally. Sure, let's try this again. At least I didn't lose too much progress. Oh good, and I got an extra life. How wonderful. Apparently that extra life respawns too. Well, at least I only take one peck of damage from actually getting hit by that. Really, I would have liked the introduction to this gimmick, and because this is a vertical segment, I would have liked more fair warning when that's going to happen, aka the spike trap over there. Because I don't have as much screen real estate to see it, it can get quite annoying. Oh, and apparently these obstacles can pierce right through the sound dash, unlike the other enemies. Oh, that's good to know. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay, we need to just fall over here. I'm kind of becoming a lot more paranoid for instant death traps, considering what's been happening before. I got a feeling that I need a lot of sound dash. I have a lot of M-tanks though, considering I've been saving them up for the boss fights coming along. Oh. Boss fights coming along. I really don't want to skewer myself on the spikes, so... bad positioning there. I'm just gonna skip this entire challenge. Oh no. Okay, it's a precise movement challenge. Oh, I got it through my first try, my goodness. A lot of precision fan movement in the stage, that's for sure. Especially with all of these maces. It's definitely a better use here, but boy, is it quite nerve-wracking. I'm taking the bottom pathway, even though the right upper side should have goodies. I expected as much. Ah. I see that there's the Hammer Joe, but I feel that's definitely a step down in terms of challenge. And thank you for the life pickup, especially with all the instant death everywhere. I do like all the vertical gimmicks at this stage though. They are a bit different. And there's the boss gate. If anything, with all the challenges I've been facing, the bosses are probably weak against the sound dash or something. Okay, we have a cube. Okay. Oh. Okay, so... Nope, it completely negated it. Fine Whip. It dealt 1 point of damage. Let me test out the rest. Scorch Smelter. So we're fighting basically a giant cube. Nope, completely immune. Vine Missile? Completely immune. Kunai Blade. Oh, completely ineffective. M-Bomb. Not effective at all. Trance Wrecker? It's doing something, but not much. Haze Shield? Oh, wow, the Haze Shield is the weakness then. Oh, I think I know what this boss is supposed to be. This is a devil boss, aka the Cube Devil, the Block Devil, considering how it's reforming near the end. Okay, so this is its weakness. Fitting because it can block these projectiles. If you do it correctly. Oh, its weakness is... Okay, it's only weak against it when it's on this form. That was my fault. To be fair, if I can always keep it up, I should be fine. Okay, it makes sense now. Let me just test out my theory one last time, and... Okay, it's completely immune in these phases, but when it starts splitting up, that's when its weak point comes out. I'm going to be using the Haze Shield because it can block these projectiles. Okay, so its weakness actually makes perfect sense if you ask me. If I can dodge it correctly. Because that you can actually just destroy all these projectiles. Or prevent getting hit by these projectiles. That's why it's its weakness. There we go. So yeah, definitely a perfect counter to this boss in terms of its mechanics, because it can block its projectiles. And... well, an easy way of defeating it, and its weakness is pretty effective compared to the previous ones, compared to the previous boss fight, of course. Well, I'll pause for this part. Well then, I've completed Wily Stage 1 and 2. During the next part, I'll be completing Wily Stage 3 and 4, and whatever else that comes along, and complete the game. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!